Vegas, good morning. Don't hear the ice. I don't know what you're talking about. What ice? What are we talking about here? I don't know what you're talking about. Um, Good morning from YouTube land. Oh, I feel so drawn out. Why does it look like this? I'm trying to. Oh, there it is. That's how you fix it. Duh, Nene. I need some color. I don't care about the filter. I need some color. Good morning. Hello from Kansas. Hi, Rhonda. Hi from Chicago. Make sure y'all go look at the recap video. Repost, like, comment, share. That's how I get on the FYP. That's how people know I am live. I do not want to hear people complaining like they missed the recap. That is not on me. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hi from Turks and Caicos. Ooh, I know y'all like it down there. I wish I was in Turks and Caicos. I need a freaking vacation. Ugh. Good morning. A little sad today, but as always, I'm sorry to hear that you're sad. Good morning, Angie from YouTube land. Hello, YouTubers. I'm good. What's up, cuz from VA? Hi from Colombia. Wow. I did not realize I reached that far out. Hello, guys. If y'all could please go see if the recap video is up. If you can see the recap video, please let me know. The recap will be posted later on to YouTube land. I have to post 3 videos to YouTube. I've been slacking, but I needed a damn break. Hi, Denver. I needed a break, y'all. Good morning, Sandra. Grand Rising, ma'am. Hi from North Carolina. Hello, 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 hello. Y'all know what to do. Hit the hearts, no gifts. We're back to old ways. No gifts, just hearts. And please, you can see the recap video. Okay, I can see the good. Hi, Brittany. Good morning, peoples. If you could please go to the recap video, like, comment, and share. Y'all already know what they do to me. They hold me back. I had to load that recap video 3 times in order for y'all to see it. I appreciate it. I do not do gifts. Just like, share, and comment on the recap video. Oh, this is kind of cute. Okay. I didn't think it was cute. Okay, I like this. I like this. Hi from Nashville. Oh, y'all, I'm tired. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to see if I'm going to wear it to this wedding or not. And if you saw me this weekend, hi. I ran into a lot of people that knew me from TikTok, but they were like really nervous to speak to me. Do not be nervous to speak to me in public. I'm a regular fucking person. I'm out trying to enjoy myself just like everybody else. All I ask is if you see Mr. Big with me, don't speak to him. I'm just playing. If you see Mr. Big with me, just, acknowledge that. Hi, Tim. Acknowledge that we having some alone time. Yeah, that's it. Hi from Barbados. Man, I don't like y'all from these goddamn islands. Y'all chilling and having a good time. That's not fair. Can we get the hearts pumping? We've got a lot to go through. There's a lot I did not put in the video. There's a lot to go through. I hope y'all got y'all blood pressure pills ready. Oh, baby. It is time for... Hi, Tracy. Trisha, good morning. Good morning. We're almost at 10K. If you have not seen the recap video, please go to the recap video. Please like, share, and comment. Repost. Do not put nothing like boost. Actually, put something you see in the video. Let me know you're actually getting the information that I'm sending out, okay? Takes about 4 hours to make this damn video. It's not for the faint of heart, okay? These videos are 8 minutes long. I collect information all damn day. I'm surprised I got time for myself at this point. Oh, we're at 10K. All right, let's get it. Let me grab a piece of chocolate because I haven't eaten this morning. Oh, And for everybody who saw my video on the stories, on the highlight reels up on TikTok, do me a favor. Stop sending me messages. I got a man. Okay? Y'all act like y'all ain't seen nobody in a girl with a body before. That's why I don't be posting what I look like. Because y'all start acting like y'all ain't got no damn sense. You see a girl in a dress? Yay. That don't mean you try to jump in my DMs. I'm taking. Like by a lot. Okay? All right. First and foremost, the stock market crashed globally. Not just in the United States. Every stock market crashed. Everybody was in a negative. Nobody was in the positive, okay? Frumpy crashed everybody. I don't know what happened. Nobody made it out. No gifts. No gifts. No gifts. No gifts. No gifts. Just pump the hearts. Nobody made it out safely. It sucks, but this is what happens when you go for a trade war. This is exactly what happens. Everybody suffers. Not one person made it out clean. Not one stock market made it out clean. On top of that, the European Union prepares to fine Elon Musk $1 billion for disinformation. $1 billion. $1 billion for disinformation. So they're reportedly preparing to impose hefty penalties on Elon Musk's social media platform X, formerly known as Twitter, for violating the Digital Service Act, which targets illicit content and disinformation, according to the New York Times. Sources familiar with the matter suggest that the penalties could include substantial fines, potentially exceeding $1 billion. Oh, exceeding $1 billion. So it may be more than $1 billion. My bad. Exceeding more than $1 billion, along with requirements for product modifications. This marks the first enforcement action under the new law, which mandates stricter content moderation by social media platforms. The investigation launched in 2023. Damn. And has proceeded independently of ongoing U.S. and EU tariff negotiations. So Elon may be hit with that. I like it. Get his ass. Get his ass. I like it. Justin Bieber co-signed Sailor Pookie's Requiem. Pookie is a Korean, Asian R&B singer, rapper. She wears a grill. I'm going to tell you something right now. White folks, y'all can't co-sign nobody into our shit. Justin Bieber, you cannot co-sign nobody into our shit. You barely made it in. You lucky Usher brought your ass in. Okay? I'm tired of seeing these non-black people try to step into our area. R&B belongs to black folks. Rhythm and blues. Nobody else has that shit. Okay? Rap is ours. Okay? No white person, no person that is non-melanated can bring nobody into our shit. Only we co-sign them hoes. Okay? And for all you Asians and you K-pop Korean people that's out there trying to be black to make money, yeah, because we know y'all stole our shit. Y'all been doing that since like the 70s and 80s. Yeah, we don't fuck with y'all either. And for all the black people who are K-pop fans, y'all need to get some help. Seek therapy. They don't care about y'all. They don't care about y'all. Y'all need to go touch some grass. After last week, touch some grass. All of y'all suspicious now. All of y'all. Speaking of China and Korea and everything else, China announced that they will impose a 34% tariff on all imported goods in retaliation to Trump's new tariffs. Now, let's make this very clear. We get everything from China. You pick up anything right now, it will say made in China. Okay? So we've got 34% tariffs on United States and 34% tariffs on China. On top of that, China has backed out of the TikTok buy. allegedly, they have turned around and changed their mind of not selling. So according to the Neighborhood Talk, China reportedly backs out of the deal to sell TikTok to U.S. investors just days after Trump announces global tariffs. We got a 75-day extension. That's why I'm here. We got a 75-day extension. But with the tariffs going on, China is definitely about to hold TikTok hostage. And Trump is going to hold these tariffs hostage. So they're at a standstill right now. Now, Trump does say that they're in the works of making a deal. We don't know what's going on in the background, but we do know who else has thrown their hat into the damn pool. Walmart is thinking about buying TikTok. I'll be damned. No. Why is it everybody that is bad for America is going to buy this app? No. We do not need Walmart buying nothing. No. Y'all don't even know how to run your own online shit. Now y'all want to buy. No. Leave it alone. Return to sender. Stay out of it, okay? We don't want it. We don't want it. Oh, I can't wait to cut your hair today, girl. You're going to get shaved. Now, this is something that wasn't on my bingo card. Good morning, Angie. Russell Brand has been charged with multiple essay offenses dating back to 1999. When did him and Katy Perry get a divorce? Yes. British police have charged Russell Brand with grape and multiple essay offenses following an 18-month investigation. 18 months. Okay, so yeah, they've been watching your ass for a good minute, Russell Brand. The Metropolitan Police announced a new release on Friday that Brand, 50, faces charges including 1 count of grape, 1 count. Don't start. Do not start, because you're messing up my flow. Get your hand off. Sassy. Lay down. Lay down. Okay, because I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Come on. Okay, give me a hug. All right. Now I'm going to put you down, okay? I need to do this. And I need to do this before my training starts, okay? Okay, go sit down somewhere. Go. Go sit down. Up. Come on, up. Go ahead, up. Sit. Golly. You about to say, why am I taking my wig off? I ain't got no damn wig. So, Russell Brand, 50, faced the charges including 1 count of grape, 1 count of essay. The charges stem from allegations made by 4 women with incidents reportedly occurring between 1999 and 2005. My pets are spoiled as hell. DDG is pissed off that the only reason a lot of people know him is because he's Halle Bailey's baby daddy. Get over it, DDG. I'm telling you, you wasn't that popular. Ben Shapiro, far right winger, Ben Shapiro says that Trump's tariffs are probably unconstitutional. One of the biggest tax increases on American consumers in history of America. I'm sorry, when your own people start turning against you, Ben Shapiro start turning against you, you got problems, okay? Like, yeah, everybody money getting messed with. Barstools, owner of Barstool lost $7 million in the market. He lost $7 million in the market crash in one day due to Trump's tariffs. $7 million. I'd be shitting bricks. I'd be throwing stuff around. I would be crashing out if I lost $7 million in one day. That is some shit. Woo! Yes, I got the photo of Frumpy in my recap. Y'all know Frontier Airlines is in a little heat of trouble because one of their pilots decided to wear a "Make America Great Again," a Trump hat, while he was flying the airplane. I'm gonna say you something right now. If I see a pilot put on a Trump hat, I'm getting off the plane. I will not be flying with you. I don't feel safe with you. So now the Frontier Airline pilot is under investigation for wearing the hat in the cockpit. Like, we don't need to know where you stand at all. I'm being for real. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to fly with you. I just don't. Sierra posted a very a very vivacious, vibrant video. Sierra, you keep playing, Russell gonna give you number 5. You keep playing, you gonna have number 5 real quick. He already said he want to make number 5. Keep playing, Sierra. You ain't gonna be making on nobody's stage. Bow Wow said he would love you to co-headline with him. I don't think Russell will be for that, but girl, go off if you want to. But you better stop playing. You better stop playing. Jordan Peele and Marlon Wayans are teaming up for a horror film about sports. I've never seen that angle, but knowing Jordan Peele and Marlon Wayans and their heads, I want to see that video. Now this is funny. Black Trump supporter who claimed she was exiled from the community is now begging support after her son faced 21 years for racial discrimination. Y'all saw that girl, right? She got on here and she asked black folks for help. Like, I need y'all to help me. I need y'all to help protest for my son. I need y'all to advocate for my son. And then come to find out she a full Trump supporter. Why don't you ask Trump? Why don't you ask them for help? Don't ask us. We out. We gone. We ain't got nothing to do with that. You need to be asking Trump supporters for that help. Hi from Atlanta. Like, thoughts and tariffs to you, sweetheart. We ain't got shit to do with that. There are multiple. Frumpy said that big businesses are not worried about the tariffs. He made this very clear that big businesses are not worried about the tariffs. I call BS. Okay? And the reason I call BS is because there are several companies that are worried. First company is the Colombian coffee. Anybody in here drink Colombian coffee? That is where most of our coffee comes from. It's Colombia. Okay? Most of our coffee comes from Colombia. They are worried about shipping in. They're halting shipments right now because of the tariffs. Okay? On top of that, Range Rover, they will not be importing their cars here anymore right now. They're halting because of the tariffs. Okay? They're not moving their shit in either. They're halting their business. I hope nobody was trying to get a 2025 Range Rover because, baby, they're not coming in. They're halting all business. On top of that, GameStop, the owner of GameStop, who is a full Trump supporter, who loved Trump up and down, he's about to flip Democratic. He can't handle it. He is losing a lot of money. They can't even put out Nintendo 3. The Nintendo Switch was supposed to come out this year. It's been halted. They're no longer bringing it out because of the tariffs. I keep telling y'all, a lot of our stuff is made in China. They're made overseas, okay? A lot of that shit ain't made here. So everybody is getting hit. Nintendo Switch is on pause. They're not bringing that shit out, okay? GameStop announced it. Nintendo announced it. On top of that, even Elon, who does have a factory in the EU, is asking for Trump to do 0 tariffs with the EU. He's asking to get 0 tariffs with the EU. He's saying, can y'all just come together? Because he's being hit too by the tariffs. Remember, he's a car salesman. His shit gets imported here as well. He's being hit with tariffs. On top of that, let me make something very clear. When Frumpy said if you move your shit to America, you won't have tariffs, that is a lie. Okay? Even if shit is made in America, it's still going to have a tariff on it. You want to know why? Because it takes multiple things to make an item. Okay? It takes multiple machineries, multiple different types of bags, receipts, all that shit. All the supplies that you need to make that certain item still has to come from outside of America. It still has to come from outside of America. So let's just say I saw this example on Florida orange. Oranges are grown here. They are. But the packaging is not made from here. The shipment of machinery, a lot of that may not be made here. It may be made in other countries, okay? All of that is not made here. The trucks that they get distributed in, they may not be made in America. There's still going to be some type of tariff attached to everything. Everything cannot be made here. Then every part of this country would be nothing but factories. You wouldn't be able to smell anything. And that's just the way it is. Nothing is going to be absolved of tariffs. Unless you go directly to that damn orange patch and you pick your own damn orange. I'm just saying. A few stores emailed saying they are raising their price. Everybody raising their prices. They ain't got no choice. Everybody's raising their prices. Nobody has a choice at this point. What can you do? We're gonna JP and Morgan said that this year, JP and Morgan, Chase Bank, JP and Morgan, they said that we are headed for a recession this year. On top of the global economy, we are headed for a recession. I never thought we would be in another recession after 2008. That recession was really bad. But it looks like we're prepared for that again. I mean, we're not prepared, but it's coming. A city in Colorado plans to seize residents' pets, cats, and dogs. I'm gonna make this a Colorado city plans to seize residents' cats and dogs in a bid to limit the number of animals allowed in a household. On August 1st, pet owners in North Glen, about 40 minutes outside of Denver, will not be allowed to have no more than 4 cats and dogs or a combination of 2, totaling no more than 4. The restriction was introduced after concerned residents complained about excessive noise and waste caused by a high number of pets in the neighborhoods. So y'all just finna take people's pets? What y'all gonna do with these people's pets? That's fucked up. I don't like it. I don't like it. According to CNN, a sonic weapon was allegedly used on a crowd of protesters. Protesters in Siberia were holding a moment of silence. Damn! Protesters in Siberia were holding a moment of silence for 15 people that were unalived in a train station that collapsed. The crowd went in. What? I'm reading this, but I don't believe it. Right groups and opposition officials allege that the security forces deployed a sonic weapon, illegal in the country, to spread them out and to move them off the street. So a silent protest got that? The government denies the allegation. CNN spoke with multiple audio forensic experts as more than 500,000 petitioners called the Siberian government to investigate the illegal sonic weapons. I've never heard of a sonic weapon. I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. So that's new. That's a new type of retaliation. As you know, Frumpy golfed all weekend. As the stock market crashed, he golfed all weekend. Hakeem Jeffries said, God damn. He said, note to Donald Trump, the economy is crashing on your watch. Get off the damn golf course. Now, as much as when Trump did run for presidency, as much as he said he was not going to be on the golf course, as much as he complained about Obama, as much as he complained about executive orders, he's doing everything times 10. He's not worried, and I'm telling y'all right now, he's made it very clear he's not backing out of these tariffs. He said that. He's not backing out. He said that the economy is better. Mortgages have gone down. Food prices has gone down. Everything has gone down, so we're doing great. I'm going to make this very clear. The mortgages have gone down by less than 0.5%. So if you're in the mood to get a mortgage, yay for you. Girl. But that's him. If you live in North Carolina, I need y'all to pay up. The Republican Supreme Court, North Carolina, the Republicans, MAGA, is trying to steal the Supreme Court from y'all. Okay? This is the only race that has not been concluded. The Republican Party wants North Carolina. So they have said that 60,000 of y'all votes do not count. Over 60,000 of y'all votes do not count. Y'all need to go in and go fix y'all ballots. If you have a ballot right now, you need to check if you're ineligible or not and go fix that shit. The Democratic Supreme Court justice only won by 700 and something votes. Okay? They've done multiple recounts. Now they're saying that y'all votes are ineligible. That's different. That's not the same. That is different. Y'all need to go out there and y'all need to go see if your vote was uneligible. Because if it was, you need to go fix it right now. We don't need them trying to take over shit else. We got enough problems in America. Don't plan no trips to Bahamas. Do not plan a trip to the Bahamas, okay? The U.S. issues a level 2 travel advisory for Bahamas due to the increased crime, including armed robberies and essays, even on some resorts. Stay off. We not going. We're not going. Don't take your ass to the Bahamas. Do not. The U.S. Department of the State has issued the level 2 advisory for the Bahamas, urging travelers to exercise increased caution due to the rise of violent crimes, including armed robberies, burglaries, and essays. These incidents have been reported in both tourist and non-tourist areas, particularly Nassau and Freeport on New Providence and the Grand Bahama Islands, notably the Overhill area south of Shirley Street in Nassau has experienced gang-related violence. I don't trust the U.S. either, but that's the same thing that's been going on in Cancun. Like, let's not play. Let's not act like this shit ain't been happening in Cancun. It's been happening, okay? I'm just saying, keep your head on the swivel. If you decide to take your ass out there, then go and have fun. May the odds be in your favor. That's all I'm saying. Here's some good news for Atlanta. Former mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms, she's running for governor. Mr. Man, he's getting the hell out. Okay, I'm just making y'all very understand that. He's going bye-bye. So we will probably have a black governor of Georgia. I can't wait. So they can overturn this stupid shit that they have going on. Because the Republican, that just leads me into the next thing. Republicans have decided to vote to get rid of DEI in Georgia. They're making sure that all schools and all colleges are not doing diversity, equity, or inclusion. So, Georgia Senate approves DEI ban on education. Georgia schools and colleges could lose funding for scholarships, loans, and grants if they continue diversity. These are Republicans claim that DEI become a neo-Marxist agenda. What kind of fucking shit is that? That limits academic freedom. While Democrats argue the bill is racist, and it is, and inspired by Trump ideologies, it is racist, okay? It is what it is, but that's what it is. And I'm sorry, but Georgia has has about has about 5 HBCUs in the state. About 5 HBCUs in the state. Along with several inner city schools that are heavily populated with African Americans and minorities. I hope they can do something about that. I hope they can stop that, because that's just insane. I'm tired of them taking over these stupid, it's just stupid. And it's doing nothing but hurting us. Barack Obama, our man, Barack Obama said imagine if he had done any of this. I want y'all to sit there and think about this. Imagine if Barack Obama has been doing anything Trump's been doing in the last 3 months he's been in office. They would call for his impeachment. They would call for his impeachment. They would limit his power. Has about 10 HBCUs. Thank you for that. They would definitely limit his power. They would cut him off at the knees if he started doing this. He would not be in office. This is crazy. And Representative Al Green of Texas said that he will be filing impeachment on Frumpy. It ain't gonna do nothing, but he will be filing impeachment on Frumpy. Ladies, lay off these BBLs. A woman said she had to remove her BBL because when she set downwind, people started to smell her flesh. It was rotting flesh. Her body smelled like rotting flesh. Y'all need to lay off these BBLs. Please lay off of them. God loves your body. Ain't no reason to be adding to it. You ain't doing nothing but harming yourself. She said that she had to remove it because her body started to smell like rotting flesh. I could never. If you asking what a BBL is, then you don't need to know. Somebody tell them what a BBL is. Because that is insane. You don't know what a BBL is. Falcons owner Arthur M. Blank donates $2 million of grant money for Black entrepreneurship in Atlanta. I fucks with that. This donation comes at a crucial time because $13 million in federal grants from Rice have been paused due to Trump's DEI-related spending. So, thank you, Arthur. I appreciate that. After $13 million of grant money has been removed from us, I appreciate it. Now, everybody's sitting here having these conversations about Hakeem Jeffries, and they're saying was it symbolic gesture? Was it a symbolic gesture or a meaningful action? They're talking about when he did the filibuster. It was both. Okay? I am sick of seeing YT people on the internet call it a gesture, a symbolic gesture. What is a symbolic gesture going to do for us? You white. You ain't got no room to talk about nobody. Okay? I'm sorry, Cory Booker. Yes, why do I have Hakeem Jeffries in my head? Because I just talked about Hakeem Jeffries. But they're saying it's symbolic gesture. Do y'all not know Rosa Parks sitting in the back seat was a symbolic gesture? Those students sitting at that damn counter and refusing to move after they had everything but the child of God thrown in, that was a symbolic gesture, but it was also a meaningful action. The Montgomery bus boycott was a symbolic gesture, but it also had meaningful action. Marching to vote in Alabama was a symbolic gesture, but it was also a meaningful action. This is why I don't like white people talking about Black history or talking about Black folks in general, because y'all don't know nothing about strife. Y'all have no idea what it feels like to have to fight and protest for your life, just to have equal rights. Y'all don't know about that. So what Cory Booker on that floor, what he did was symbolic, but it was meaningful because he actually got people to listen for a chance. Instead of just going through the day like what's going on in this goddamn economy and what's going on in the government is not actually happening. They were forced to listen. And that's what it is, bringing attention and bringing awareness. So no, it wasn't just him running his mouth. He made meaningful action. And he made a symbolic gesture. And he removed the standing record from a Republican who was racist, standing up there talking about why Black people should not have civil rights. So yes, it meant something. And for all of y'all, stop talking about us. You don't have the right nor the privilege. You're not even worth opening your mouth for the conversation. You're not worth it. For every YT person that may not like me because I'm very pro-Black, you're not worth the conversation. You should not even be in the conversation. You should sit back and relax, okay? Your mouth is worthless, especially when you speak against Black people trying to make a change, because y'all ain't never done shit but sit there and run your mouths. Y'all have never done anything for us but sit there and run your mouth. And there's one particular woman, I can't remember her name. She got a fucked up haircut. Baby, shut up. Fix your hair before you talk about Cory Booker. I ain't giving you the worth of the time on my page. He said something about Palestine. Oh, well. Y'all wanted Palestine to be free so damn bad. Y'all should have done that shit during an election. Now y'all mad at every Black person because we're not speaking for Palestine. I'm sorry, let me make this very clear. Palestine does not come before black folks in America. Let me say that again. Palestine does not come before black folks in America when it comes to black people. They do not come first anymore. There's no room and no space for nobody to come before us right now. There is no room nor no space for anybody to come before us right now. Okay? Nobody. If y'all wanted us to use our voices to speak for other cultures and other races and other places that are having to fight, y'all should have voted correctly in November. Y'all should have did y'all damn job. Now y'all out here protesting, doing massive global marches. None of this would be happening if y'all wouldn't have sat on y'all goddamn hands, asked people to sit out the election, vote for somebody you knew could not get on the ballot in all 50 states, and protested against the only person that had enough common sense to say they wanted a two-state solution for Palestine. Instead, y'all let all this shit happen, and now y'all got somebody in office that's letting that boy do whatever he want over there. And now y'all mad at Cory Booker because he didn't mention them. He mentioned them. He just didn't mention them in full stance. Why? Because we got shit to worry about on our own goddamn soil. Like I said, how the hell can you save somebody when you fighting for your fucking self? I'm sick of that. I'm making it very clear. Black people, we come before everybody right now. Nobody else matters but us. That's black gay. That's black trans. That's black children. Black men, black women. And under that black umbrella, that is Africans, that is Haitians, that is Afro-Dominicans, Afro-Latinos. That is us. Nobody else matters right now. If you cannot accept that, that is your problem. Congratulations, you played yourself. Now you see how it feels to be on the outskirts and for nobody to give a shit. Because all of a sudden, if black people don't care, nobody don't care. And whoever decided to let them YT ladies sing Rise Up on April 5th, y'all need to be slapped. Whoever let them YT ladies sing Rise Up on April 5th, what was y'all thinking? Stop singing black folk hymns. Stop singing our shit. Y'all ruining our songs. Y'all really ruining them. It's hurting so bad to hear our song destroyed like that. Y'all should have sung I'm proud to be an American. Y'all should have sung that shit, because that was horrible. You could tell we was missing. You could tell we was missing on April 5th. I'm sorry, but that shit was funny. No, I'm not talking about indigenous. Unless you are Afro-Indigenous, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about black folks, okay? Sorry, I'm gonna get off that soapbox. I'm gonna get off that soapbox, okay? Let me come back to earth. It was horrible watching them sing. They butchered. They butchered Rise Up, and they butchered that shit. Woo! They butchered it. Now here's something good. South Carolina School District to pay $25 a week to families of students with perfect attendance. Okay, so if you live in South Carolina and you live in the South Carolina School District, if your child goes to school every week and they don't miss a day, you get $25. They paid out $30,000 the first week of school. $30,000 was paid out in the first week. That's an incentive. Get your ass up. I need that $25 for gas. Get up. You want to go to prom? This is how you go to prom. You go to school every week. There's your prom money. You want to go on that field trip? There's the money. I'm being serious. There's the money. So y'all remember the Maryland father that was sent to El Salvador? Y'all remember him? Kilmer Garcia? Well, the U.S. government says that the administration needs to bring his ass back because he was sent there unlawfully. He was not given due process. The government said you got to bring him back immediately. On top of that, Attorney General Pam Bodie was pissed off because the person handling the case in the defense of the administration said, I ain't got nothing. Like, he should have never been deported. I have nothing. I have no defense because he should have never been deported. That woman's being placed on leave. Pam Bodie said, if you do not fight for the administration 10 toes down, you will lose your job. How can you defend something that was wrong? And I'm trying to figure out how they're going to get him back, because Frumpy made it very clear that once you're there, you can't come back because now you belong to El Salvador. How are you going to bring this man back? Because if he can bring him back, he can bring everybody else he sent there back. Because I'm going to make this very clear. There was a study done by 60 Minutes. 75% of people that were sent to El Salvador had no criminal record. 75% of them had no criminal record. They were sent there based on their tattoos. "75% of them? That means only 25% were actual criminals. 25%. You sent people there that had never committed a crime because of tattoos. One boy had a tattoo of his mom and his dad with crowns on them, and they sent him there because he had 2 tattoos of his mom and his dad with crowns. Make it make sense. That is careless. That is so careless. And if he can bring that man back, he needs to bring the rest of the 75% back as well, because they should have never been sent there. Never. But this is America. This is America. That's just insane. That shit is insane. You mean to tell me you sent 75% of men to that damn place? That is the worst prison in the world for nothing but tattoos. Like, that is insane. And if you don't believe me, go to 60 Minutes. They're the ones that put the study out. Now, this is something interesting because I'm trying to see how this is going to play out. President Emmanuel Macron, French President Emmanuel Macron, is set to become Europe's point man to hold talks with Vladimir Putin over the peace with Ukraine. He's supposed to be the point man for the EU. But the problem is, EU's Prime Minister, Sir Keir, says he has no plans to hold talks with Putin as a part of the UK's efforts to support Ukraine's defense. So how y'all gonna have talks if one part is not willing to come to the table? I'm gonna be very real. Putin had a chance for a ceasefire. He ignored that ceasefire with the United States. And now the EU don't want to do it either. So what is the French president going to really do, to be honest? So, yeah, I'm trying to figure out how you gonna pull that off. If the EU is not gonna come to the table now. Now they're not coming to the table at all. They don't want to come to the table. They're going to support Ukraine wholeheartedly. So I'm trying to figure out how that's actually going to work for them. Saudi Arabia is opening its doors to Elon at a critical time for Tesla. So Tesla is set to enter Saudi Arabia's market in April with a high-profile launch event. The event, scheduled for April 10th, promises to showcase the company's advancements in AI and robotics, featuring demonstrations like Cybercap for autonomous driving and a humanoid robot Optimus. Y'all know why this has happened. Saudi Arabia, they got them gold cards. They got those gold cards. You know, a lot of them bought those gold cards to get into America. I guarantee you there was some kind of trade-off going on. I guarantee you there was some type of trade-off that happened that allowed them to do this shit. Because there's no way he would have been invited. Saudi's really closed off to everybody. Somebody made a trade. Somebody made a trade. Okay, so y'all know what happened with the teaching training grants, right? Frumpy froze all of the teaching training grants that were used for teachers to, help get information for whatever reasons, to help train for kids with special disabilities, math, science. All of those grants have been stopped. Um, the Supreme Court on Friday allowed President Donald Trump to temporarily freeze millions of dollars in grants to states for addressing teacher shortages, the administration's first win in a high court since remanding power in January. So they're not taken, they're just frozen right now. 104 of the 109 grants have been frozen. The administration sent a letter. This is just sad. This is just sad. The decision was a 5-4 decision with Chief Justice John Roberts siding with liberals. He actually, a Republican, sided with liberals on this part. Trump attempted to cancel the grants because on allegations of the money was being used for programs that take part in DEI initiatives. A favorite, if ill-defined, target for the administration. In canceling 104 out of 109 grants, the administration sent a form letter that did not provide specifics about which DEI programs, specifically if it believed awardness was engaged. The two grant programs supporting effective educator development and teacher quality partnership are used to recruit and train teachers to work traditionally underserved communities. 8 blue states rely on that funding, but more red states rely on that funding as well. So, Supreme Court says Trump has a little bit of time to explain himself, but they don't have that much time. It's on the docket this week to decide. So let's just hope that they come to their common sense and, shit gets changed. Meta announces that it will officially end fact-checking across all of its platforms. I didn't know they did fact-checking anymore. I thought they were done with fact-checking. I really did. I've never seen them fact-check shit. And the reason they don't want to fact-check anything right now is because if we fact-check all of Frumpy's shit, nothing would go out. Nothing will go out. If they fact-check all of his shit, nothing will go out. At all. A YT American does the dumbest shit in the world. YT American danger tourists who risked wiping out an entire uncontacted tribe faces up to 5 years in jail for sneaking onto a forbidden island and leaving behind offerings. You already know what island I'm talking about. It's north of Senegal. The Senegalese tribe does not get anybody. He put a Coca-Cola can on the island. That island is protected. It is one of the last places where we have not touched. And he went there and decided to try to connect with them. Now, there's only believed to be 150 of them. They don't have diseases. They don't have anything going on with them. They survive on their own. And I hope he goes to jail for it. I hope he gets the maximum sentence of 5 years. Y'all stop going to places y'all don't fucking belong. Leave those people alone. They not fucking with nobody. I wonder if this man is here to fix my toilet. If this man is here to fix my toilet, y'all gotta hold on. I don't think that's him. I get tired of seeing that shit. All right. If you're in Tennessee, here's some shit for you. Tennessee is always on some shit. So Tennessee Republicans, Senate Republicans, rejected all of these amendments. Not to agree to prevent DOJ from closing Social Security offices, preserving access to benefits for seniors and people with disabilities. They didn't agree to that. They didn't agree to the Ossoff Amendment 2186, reversing cuts to Social Security Administration, which may include cuts ordered by DOJ or cuts to senior services. They didn't agree with that. They didn't agree to Schumer Amendment 1884, Trump's tariffs from increasing the cost of groceries and everyday goods for families. They didn't agree to that either. They didn't agree to the Reid Amendment 1645, preventing reduction in enrollment or benefits from individuals enrolled in Medicaid. So, Senate House Republicans in Tennessee don't like y'all. They don't care about their people. They don't care about nobody. Not one damn person. That is insane. If you're in New York, y'all know Mayor Eric Adams calls on the Trump administration to join forces to boost subway safety. Y'all know Eric Adams is about to flip Republican. I hope y'all are paying attention in New York. He's about to try to run Republican. Don't let this man in. Do not let this raccoon in, okay? That raccoon does not need to be in office anymore. Let him stay where he at. Ain't no stimulus check. Y'all keep talking about we're not in a recession. There's no stimulus check. That's to keep y'all looking stupid. Stop asking about that goddamn stimulus check. Ain't no stimulus check. Do y'all not know Congress has to approve that? The only way you get a stimulus check is through Congress. Congress is the one that holds the pocketbook of America, not the Trump administration. Legislative, executive, judicial. Legislative is the ones that hold the pocketbook. Executives are the goddamn Trump administration. Judicial are the courts. God dang. I'm just a bill. I feel like Schoolhouse Rock needs to come back for adults. I feel like Schoolhouse Rock needs to come back for adults. Because a lot of y'all just not up there. I feel like y'all just slept through all high school, elementary, and middle school. God damn. Lord. Okay, here's some funny shit. Let me go back to the funny stuff. Let me give y'all a little funny. I've been hitting y'all hard with a couple of minutes. Okay. I'm sorry. They just get on my nerves when they be asking about these goddamn checks. Stop asking for them. All right. Here's some, oh my God. Terrence Howard believes Diddy tried to, boink him. He says, I don't play gay roles and I don't do that shit. OG actor Terrence Howard slid into the PBD podcast and spilled some next level tea about music mogul Diddy. And according to Howard, Diddy wasn't just asking for acting tips. He was allegedly plotting to get in his pants. Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come teach him. Wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. He's sitting around just looking. Howard recalled, I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's like, just looking at me. Then next thing you know, it's like, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music and he's sitting there looking at me like waiting. Then the gag of it all, Howard's assistant tried to hit him with the real talk. He wants to hang out with you next week. Howard asked for what? The assistant said it plain. I think he's trying to F you. I ain't gonna lie, Terrence Howard is a pretty boy. And he do play a mean guitar and a mean piano. But I ain't never thought him to go that way. Now, Terrence better keep quiet before he gets subpoenaed in court. I'm just saying. Terrence Howard better be quiet before he gets subpoenaed in court. Because, baby, we got some good news. I haven't done a Diddy News update because I'm waiting for the trial to actually begin. But we do have some good news. It looks like Cassie Ventura will be testifying in her name, not anonymously. She will be on the goddamn stage. She's going to be in court testifying against Diddy in the ex-trafficking trial. Yes, Cassie, you better testify. Because, baby, her testimony is going to be critical. Critical. to everything. That video is still out there, and they may not be able to get that video. They may not be able to use that video because they can't find the original video. But her voice is going to be enough. Because everybody's going to remember that video, and they're going to look at her, and she's pregnant now. Ooh! And she's going to be pregnant on the stand. She's going to be pregnant on the stand. Baby, if that ain't a setup right there, if that ain't a nice setup view, I'm just saying that looks mighty convincible. Yes, the trial is this year. The trial is this year. FKA Twigs cancels her U.S. tour dates and pulls out of Coachella due to visa issues. I wouldn't come here either, FKA Twigs. Right now, I would not come here. I would cancel all of my shit. Keep your ass where you're safe at. Because I don't think anybody is safe right now coming into the U.S. I don't think anybody is safe coming into the U.S. So I'm just going to chill on that. Fetty Wap's sister calls for him to be released and pardoned amid his prison sentence. You got to be fucking lying. He's so Fenty to his community. He got 5 years. He has 2 years left. Let that man sit where he at. He is not that goddamn important. Let him sit exactly where he at. He got 2 years left. Maybe if he's good, he'll get out quicker. I'm just saying. Serve your time. You lucky you only got 5 years. That's all you got. People get way more than that. Here's some fucked up shit. A Browns student is facing disciplinary charges from the Ivy League school after he sent a Doge-like email to non-faculty employees. A Doge-like email to non-faculty employees to understand why tuition is so expensive. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, can y'all guess the race of this student? I want y'all to guess the race of this student that sent this Doge-like email to non-faculty students. Nope. Asian. He's Asian. He said the inspiration for this is the rising cost of tuition. Next year, it is set to be $93,000. $93,000. Y'all just don't know when to shut up. At this point, y'all need to stop. Just sit back. Y'all already fucked up. What's it called? Affirmative action for us. Just shut up at this point. Y'all have really been taking L's the last couple of weeks. K-pop, this, affirmative act. Y'all just need to stop. Race, nationality, I don't give a shit. He ain't one of us, and he one of them. They got rid of affirmative action. And you going to an Ivy League school, expect that damn cost to be high. On top of that, Brown is about to be hit with the loss of grant money. Okay, so that may be the reason why they're about to raise the cost of their tuition. Trump threatens to cut $510 million in grants to Brown University over campus protests. Okay, that may be the reason why tuition may be going higher. They about to lose funding. Yes. Brown University is the latest school facing a heat from Donald Trump's administration, with the former president planning to freeze more than $500 million in federal funding over what he claims as anti-Semitism on campus, according to Reuters. The U.S. official confirmed that Trump team intends to withhold $510 million in grants from the Ivy League University, although Brown says they haven't received an official word yet. The move is part of a broader crackdown from Trump, who's taken aim at several universities over pro-Palestine demonstration. You know, Kamala Harris wouldn't have cared about y'all protesting. She probably would have amped y'all up to keep fighting a good fight. I just want to add that little tidbit in. Over demonstrations held in response to Israel's military attacks on Gaza. The U.S. Education Department sent a warning letter last month to 60 schools, including Brown, saying that they could face enforcement actions if anti-Semitism is found. Yeah. Yep. That's what y'all get. Woo! Sucks to be a pro-Palestine right now, don't it? Being pro-Pally ain't safe right now, is it? Here's another issue. It's an article from everywhere, basically. Travel alert for U.S. citizens to delete apps. Okay? Amid phone and border checks. Serious concerns grow at checks even on citizens as Secretary of State Marco Rubio orders diplomats overseas to secure social media accounts. So, yeah, everybody, if y'all are traveling, travel with a fake phone, a burner phone if you want to call it. Travel with a burner phone. Make sure you don't have any apps on it. Even though you're a U.S. citizen, they can still ask to see your phone. You can say no, but they can also hold you. Okay? You can say no because you're a U.S. citizen. If you're not a U.S. citizen, they gonna take your shit and probably send you somewhere. Okay? I'm talking about if you go to goddamn Cancun, you go somewhere in Mexico, you go overseas, you go anywhere that's not U.S. territory, yeah, make sure you don't have anything on your phone that says, I don't like this administration, that is going against Israel. Bring a burner phone. Make sure all your apps are deleted. Okay? And also, do not have phone recognition, face recognition on your phone. Take the facial recognition off your phone. Only do PIN code. Okay? Only do PIN. Do not do facial recognition. Because if you do that shit, all you have to do is this, and they're in your phone. That's real shit. This is just what we're dealing with right now. This is just how it is. You know, I watched a lot of protests this week on April the 5th. And I saw a lot of veterans out there fighting. A lot of veterans were out there. And one veteran said very clearly that Donald Trump does not care about us. He don't like us. Hello from Portugal. Trump's VA is ending a rescue program that saved 17,000 military veterans' homes. Housing industry and veterans groups all say that if the VA ends its VASP program without first replacing it with another affordable option, such as potential claims, will leave veterans far worse than options than before. They will not have homes to stay in. They won't have them. When you cut the VA, you cutting food, you cutting therapy, you're cutting everything out of these people that have fought for our country for years. Medication, trips to the hospitals, housing. Like, all of that is needed. 17 veterans will not have homes. 17,000 veterans will lose housing. That is, I can't. I can't. I literally, I cannot. Here's some funny shit. And I believe this. I actually believe this. I wholeheartedly believe this. 75% of men more loyal to their barbers than to their partners. 75% of men are more loyal to their barbers than they are to their partners. I believe it. I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm just saying, it says a lot. That is sad, but it says a lot. Okay, I believe it. I do not disagree with that at all. That's why I say, ladies, if your man is ever moving wrong and he cheats on you, go sleep with his barber. Yep, go sleep with his barber. Go get your lick back. Because every time he's sitting in that man chair, he gonna have to find somebody else. He ain't gonna be able to function right. Your man acts stupid, he decides to cheat, stay with him. But go sleep with his barber. Hey, it is what it is. I'm just petty. I'm just petty, okay? I am just petty. So we already know the Health and Human Services were fired. Everybody in the Health and Human Services were fired last week. RFK made a big mistake. Now, this is the crazy shit. Some of the government health employees who were laid off on Tuesday were told to contact Anita Pender for discrimination complaints. I want y'all to hear me. They were told to contact a person named Anita Pender for discrimination complaints. But Pender, who was the director of the official Equal Opportunity and Civil Rights at the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services, lost her life last year. They don't even know who's alive and working for them. She lost her life last year. So everybody calling into a phone number that don't even exist. How y'all ain't know that shit? This this is not even funny, but y'all fire all these people. Y'all don't know that the person that's the head of the complaint center is dead. Y'all don't know that? What the fuck? Y'all got them calling into a woman that ain't even alive. This is our administration. It's not funny. I promise y'all, I'm not laughing like that, but this is sad. How do y'all not know that this person has not been alive for a year? And y'all sending everybody to go file complaints with her? Come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better than this. Y'all got to do better. A camel bites off the owner's head after being tied up in the heat all day. I'm not mad at you, camel. You handled business. Yes, you heard me right. A tragic incident occurred when a camel bit off the owner's head after being left tied up in the scorching heat all day. The animal likely was stressed and distressed and became aggressive, leading to a horrific attack. Yeah, y'all should have gave that damn camel some shade. You leave me up in the heat all day. Damn, took that whole man's head. They mouth must be big as hell to take the whole head. Like, goddamn. Okay. Now, I understand tipping is important. Okay, I know waitresses. A lot of waitresses work off of tips. I get that. But this is insane. Houston's restaurant in Georgia, general manager. If you in Atlanta, you know what Houston's restaurant is. Houston's restaurant general manager in Atlanta tells black woman not to return if she can't meet the recommended tip amount. You cannot return to this restaurant if you cannot meet the recommended tip amount. Restaurant on Northside Parkway in Atlanta had a shocking experience today that is sparking a big debate about tipping culture. After enjoying a meal, they were confronted by the general manager, Colleen Anested, about their tip. The receipt, dated April 5th, 2025, shows a subtotal of $57.72 with a $7 tip, making the total $64.72. This is about a 12% tip. Below, the restaurant suggested 18%, 20%, or 22%. The customer who was asked to stay anonymously said the manager approached them and as they were leaving, pointed out the tipping standards. I asked if this is mandatory. They shared. She said it was a suggestion, but if we wanted to follow it, we couldn't. If we didn't want to follow it, we couldn't come back. The customer was served by Brianna at 12:49 p.m. This was unfair and felt this was unfair. The tipping isn't mandatory, so it should be based on the service we receive. I'm sorry, ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me how much I should be giving on a service that I received. Like, what? Come on now. Houston's restaurant. Houston's in Atlanta, Georgia. You done lost your mind. Here's some good news. A frozen meat container falls off a ship and washes ashore in Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica. Jamaicans are all being warned by the Ministry of Agriculture against consuming, selling, or distributing chicken products that washed ashore in the shipping container. I don't know. Depending on how long it's been there, it could be good, it could not be good. We'll see. We'll see. Hey, it is what it is. Louis Vuitton has lost their damn mind. Louis Vuitton is selling a fan for $39.50. $3,905. Where them fans at? In the store. They in the store. I'm going to the Dollar General and getting me a goddamn fan. You lost your mind. You think I'm finna buy a fan for almost $4,000 with tax? The fuck? What's wrong with y'all? We about to be in a recession. This is sad. Husband reportedly abandoned his wife at the hospital after she gave birth to quadruplets. It's your fault she got quadruplets. It's not her fault. Yes, a young mother in Nigeria is pleading for help after her husband reportedly fled, leaving her stranded at the hospital following the birth of quadruplets. The woman reportedly gave birth to 4 babies at a local hospital but was left vulnerable situation when her husband abandoned her and her newborns. Sources claim the family claimed the husband disappeared after the babies were born, leaving his wife to shoulder the overwhelming responsibility alone. With no financial support and facing challenges of carrying multiple infants, the young mother is now asking for assistance to help with the care. That is you are the individual to do that. That is some shitty. That what the hell? That is insane. That is insane. You a piss poor individual for that. Krishan Rock is asking y'all to pray for her and not ridicule her. I'm gonna say this: God don't help those who don't help themselves. So if you want us to start praying for you, you need to start moving your ass in the right direction. Okay? It's time to shame your ass into doing something right. I'm not praying for nobody that don't want it. Because obviously you don't want it. You keep doing the same stupid shit every time. I'm not praying for you. You need to pray for yourself. Trump blames Biden for the tariffs. Trump blames Biden for tariffs. I want y'all to understand that he's blaming Biden for the tariffs. He's blaming Biden for the reason we're in this situation. This is Biden's fault. I don't know how, but it's Biden's fault. Okay, let's just make that very clear. Woman who went viral carrying HSV2 is now saying she's spreading it on purpose. I want y'all to hear me. I hope y'all hear me. Woman went viral. She went viral for carrying HSV2. Now says she's spreading it on purpose because men are fiends. Ladies, please be careful. Men, please don't be desperate. Somebody is out here making sure that y'all are catching it, okay? She should be arrested for that shit. She should definitely be arrested for that shit. She should go to jail for that. Like, go to jail. Like, no return to sender. You mean to tell me you doing this shit on purpose? Yeah, you need to go to jail. RFK Jr. cuts the CDC labs that investigate outbreaks of STDs, hepatitis, vaccine promotions, and HIV prevention. He cut all of those offices. Every last one of them are gone. I'll make this very clear. He cut the CDC labs investigating outbreaks of STDs, hepatitis, vaccine promotion, and HIV prevention offices. We need those. Don't we need them? I could have sworn we needed them, right? My head hurts, y'all. I be wanting to cry sometimes. I literally do be wanting to cry reading these fucking headlines because it's so goddamn depressing. I don't know why. He accidentally cut all the H&A people too. And he had to bring them back. But no, here's something great. The world's first space hotel is set to launch in 2027. Can we put all of the Republicans on that hoe and just drop it out of the solar system? I'm asking for a friend. We need to put Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon, Trump. We need to put the head of Project 2025, Russell Vought. We need to put JD Vance on there and his wife. All of the Trumps. Barron can stay. Ivanka will let her stay. We need to get what's his name? Speaker of the House. He need to go too. Yeah, just put them all up there. And then drop that hoe out of orbit. I'm just asking. Brazil is experiencing really bad floods. Like their flooding is getting crazy. Cows are seen swimming down streets. Cows are seen swimming down streets. More than 380 people are displaced and 40 pets have been displaced in the Rio de Janeiro region. The flooding is above, like, cows are literally swimming. Literally swimming. People with the sweet tooth have a higher brain activity. Yeah, go off. Go off. Go off. Y'all have higher brain activity. I don't have a sweet tooth, but I did just eat 3 Reese cups. I'm hungry, though. Don't judge me. Judge your mama. Russia made fun of Frumpy. Russian TV said prices will go up. Trump destroyed trust in the global economy. Let's build him a monument. Well done. You really socked it to him. Russia's not on the list of Trump's tariffs or isolations, okay? They're literally making fun of him right now. They're calling him a buffoon. The ones that he don't have tariffs on are dragging him for filth. Make it make sense? I don't know. This is not good news. Another child has lost their life due to measles outbreak in Texas. Another child has lost their life due to the measles outbreak. A second child has lost their life. The Department of Health and Human Services confirmed Saturday. The school-aged child, unvaccinated and previously healthy, passed away at the University Medical Center and Children's Hospital in Lubbock, Texas. The child was receiving treatment for complications of measles while hospitalized. It is important to note that the child was not vaccinated against the measles and had no known underlying health conditions. The outbreak, which had begun in January, has sickened 481 Texans at a 14% increase from the previous week. Six of those cases are infants and toddlers at Lubbock Daycare Center, and 56 people have been hospitalized. I know y'all don't believe. I know a lot of y'all don't believe in vaccinations. A lot of y'all on the far right don't believe in vaccinations, but putting your child up for that when you could just get them vaccinated could save their life. Like, come on, let's just be real. Let's just be real for a second. Like, common sense is common. Here's something else. A Russian missile attack on Ukraine, capital of Kyiv, earlier Sunday injured 3 people and caused several blazes at the city. Shit, I can't even talk after reading that shit. That shit made me mad. Russian missiles attack on Kyiv leaves at least 3 people injured and a city ablaze. Okay, so 2 days after the Russian strike, unalive 18 people, they did another strike on Saturday. So Putin is not letting up at all. Explosions in the capital, air defenses in the operations, they're moving now. Ukraine is ready to strike back. The attacks come as U.S. President Trump pushes for the partial ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine, more than 3 years into Moscow's full-scale invasion. This shit's been going on for 3 years, 3 goddamn years. The NYC woman who struck the pro-life activist in the face says she was provoked into violence. I believe her. You went to New York and started asking New Yorkers about pro-life, and yep, you got exactly what you asked for. You went to New York and started provoking people on the street. New York, baby. She gave her a 1-2 piece combo with a biscuit. With a biscuit. 1-2 piece combo with a biscuit. And that the strike was nice. And then the girl went on Fox News. So you know who she was. Her mama probably white. Here's some good news for Wendy Williams. Joe Tacopina, I hope I said that right. Lawyer Joe Tacopina, who recently represented A$AP Rocky, confirms he will be representing Wendy Williams in the ongoing guardianship battle. So she has a lawyer now. She's got a lawyer. This is one step in the way of, getting her out of this conservatorship. So I'm happy that she has a lawyer now. And I'm happy that she has a good lawyer. And hopefully he can get her out of this shit so she can get back to doing what she did best. Gossip. How you doing? Free Wendy. Woo, woo. Wendy, if you get out, I'll come work for you. I'm just saying. I would love to work with Wendy Williams. Trump administration eliminates CDC IVF department. Y'all know he called himself the IVF king, right? The fertilization king. He called himself the fertilization king, and he got rid of the IVF department. I don't know how that works. But that's just that. Woo! That's him. The New York State education is fighting back. They rejected Trump's administration directive to abolish DEI programs. Yes, New York. Thank you for that. Thank you for standing up, New York. New York said you got us fucked up. We keeping our DEIs. Corey Holcomb may be in trouble. He said that Will Smith is gay and he had boyfriends. And I hope that he retracts the statement. Will Smith moves in silence. And he got the money to do so. Corey, you don't make that much money. You don't make that much money, my boy. You don't make it. Where's the lie? You got to prove that in court. Corey Holcomb ain't got no money. He ain't got Will Smith money. You don't have Will Smith money to fight against that in court. You're going to have to prove that. That ain't a smart move. I'm sorry. That is not a smart move. I know you're looking for traction, but go against somebody that ain't got no money, that can sit back and watch his lawyers just handle shit. I'm just being real with you. Now, this is sad, but y'all know that Alabama has a new Glock switch ban, right? 15-year-old becomes the first person arrested in Birmingham under the Alabama's new Glock switch ban. Teen faces up 10 years in prison. 10 years for a legal machine conserved device. Y'all, they not playing. Everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. Every student in China will be required to learn artificial intelligence starting September 1st, 2025. The mandate starts as early as 6 years old. This is why China will always be ahead of us. They are thinking about innovative shit. This is why their children will always be ahead of us. This is why. They're thinking about pushing education. That is smart. They're going towards how the world is changing, and they're putting their children at the age of 6 to start learning this shit. That is smart. But we trying to take education away. Lord help us. There's a lot more I want to talk about, but this is more important. This is the important. This is my last thing I'm going to talk about, and I want y'all to hear me. Y'all remember not Russell Vought. Y'all remember, God damn it, Nene, get your head together. Y'all remember Peter Navarro. Peter Navarro was pardoned by Trump. He was pardoned by the Trump administration, Peter Navarro. Okay? Peter Navarro wrote several books about the economy and about tariffs, okay? He wrote a lot about the economy and the tariffs. And he said that he had an advisor. somebody that was an expert in tariffs and an expert in the economy. His name was Ron Vera. Okay, Ron Vera was the expert that he used in his books over and over and over again to talk about the economy and to push tariffs. Okay, Ron Vera is Peter Navarro. It's his last name rearranged. Peter Navarro is Ron Vera. Ron Vera doesn't exist. So the reason we have tariffs now is because Ron Navarro made up a fucking fake person that he sent emails to that he claimed was an expert in the economy and in tariffs. Trump used those books and Ron Vera's I can't even believe this shit. He used Ron Vera's expertise, Peter Navarro's book, to do the tariffs. This shit, he need to go back to jail. Because Peter Navarro is the reason why we're in this shit. A fake person that you said was an expert in the economy and in tariffs. You made him up. He is you. You are him. And Trump is using your book to create these tariffs to go against. This is a fucking clown show, and our markets are crashing because of it. Tariffs policies came from his economic advisory, Peter Navarro, who invented a fake expert in his books to justify it. A fake expert. And we are going under from a fake expert. I don't know how we got here. This man lied in his books, created a fake person, called him an expert, gave the book to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump is using that book to put tariffs on the whole goddamn world and is crashing our markets. And now JP Morgan has said we're going into recession. I am so tired of being on this rock. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. I got to go to training, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all look at the recap video. Get as much information as you need. I will see y'all tomorrow at 11 Eastern time. I cannot fucking deal with this shit. I'm jumping shit. Bye, peoples. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, YouTube.